Welcome to Savita Dental College Lectica series in General Pathology. The topic of discussion is embolism. Embolism is process of formation of embolus. Embolus is a detached intravascular solid liquid or gaseous mass which is carried by the blood to a site distant from its point of origin. Classification of emboli are of two types that are according to the composition it is divided into 6 types. They are thromboembolism, cholesterol embolism, fat embolism, air embolism, amniotic fluid embolism and tumor embolism. According to the site of embolus, it is divided into pulmonary embolus and systemic embolus. Pulmonary embolus is a detached mass of thrombus from deep veins of the legs, mostly from deep vein thrombosis. The risk factors for deep vein thrombosis are prolonged bed rest, long-term standing, congestive cardiac failure, immobilization after bone fracture, oral contraceptives with high estrogen and thrombophilia. If there is an accident or prolonged bed rest or immobilization or in conductors like long-term standing, the valves in the legs will be flabby and cause stasis of the blood flow, cause thrombosis. The deep vein thrombosis, it can enter into the circulation and moves into the heart towards the right atrium and enter into the right ventricle and enter into the outflow of the heart to the pulmonary artery and blocks the pulmonary artery as embolus. If the main pulmonary artery is blocked, it results in sudden death, that is known as cor pulmonale. If the branches of pulmonary artery is involved by the embolus, it results in pulmonary hemorrhage and infarction. We can see the wedge-shaped embolus in the main pulmonary artery here, and pulmonary infarction results from this pulmonary emboli, and it will be in wedge shape. The base of the wedge will be towards the periphery. Coming to systemic emboli, it is resulting from cardiac thrombus, aneurysms, atheromatous plaque and valvular vegetations. The emboli mostly related to arterial circulation. The cardiac thrombus, because of cardiac failure or stasis, the thrombus will be formed and it will be detached and enter into the circulation. Aneurysms are nothing but sudden abnormal dilatation of the major blood vessels, including aorta and cerebral arteries. We can see the aortic aneurysm involving the thrombus inside. Atheromatous plaque is nothing but the fat deposition inside the tunica media, and it can ulcerate and detach from the main site and as an embolus and enter into the arterial circulation. Valvular vegetations are also rheumatic or infective endocarditis. It can detach from the circulation because of the high force of the blood flow. It enter into the arterial circulation as emboli. Coming to cholesterol embolism, you can see the blood vessel composed of a thrombus with a cleft-like spaces that are all cholesterol clefts. Cholesterol embolism is largely results from spontaneous atherosclerosis, intra-arterial invasive procedures like balloon angioplasty and renal dysfunction. Coming to fat embolism. Fat embolism results from long bone fracture. The marrow particle composed of the progenitor hematopoietic cells and the fat globules. These fat globules along with the marrow matter enter into the blood circulation and blocks the blood circulation. We can see the fat globules in the blood circulation as an embolus. Air embolism, it is divided into venous air embolism and decompression sickness. Venous air embolism results from intravenous procedures or catheterization or chest trauma. In decompression sickness, you can see in deep sea divers, The rapid ascent from the deeper portion of the sea causes nitrogen gas from the muscle, which will be bubbled out into the circulation. It will cause respiratory distress, muscular or joint pain, and disorientation. Coming to the amniotic fluid embolism, this embolus is composed of amniotic fluid, fetal cells, and hair of the fetus, which all enter into the mother's circulation and blocks the blood vessels. Mostly results from labor time. Any type of labor can result in amniotic fluid embolism. So we can see the amniotic fluid material inside a blood vessel here. Coming to tumor embolus. The tumor cells also have an affinity to the blood vessel, and because of this metastatic capacity, it will enter into the circulation along with the platelets and fibrin. This results in tumor emboli. You can see the tumor embolus in the picture here, and the endothelial lining is highlighted in the right side of the picture. That's all about the embolism. Thank you.